You think you know me.
Hi everyone, it's me, Sayori, and today I want to talk about an issue that's very important to me. Sayori, who are you talking to? I'm the only one here. Oh hi, I'm doing this by the way. I'm talking to all our viewers at home, silly. Yeah. This is a mod that I felt like I should be, playing. It just felt like the right thing, considering how fucked up my life is currently. I may or may not explain that after the video, but first of all, hi, how's it going? This is the first time I've been recording anything for a month. So I'm a bit rusty, I'll be honest. Why haven't I recorded anything for a month? Well, I've been busy with life and, the tournament and everything. And also, I'm incredibly sick right now, so... I'm... As you can clearly hear, I will probably be coughing, and... I'm sorry about that, I'll try to turn away from the mic, but... I'll probably still hear it. Also, my lungs are dying right now. I'm in a lot of pain right now, so probably not the best thing to do, but I felt like I should do this, so there you go. The people playing this mod. Oh, we're breaking the fourth wall. Hold on, I need to get some cough medicine. We're 5 minutes into the recording and I'm already having to take a break because I just keep coughing. I literally did take cough medicine before I started, but apparently it doesn't work, so I have to go and take the one that actually works for me. Also, I have my cup of water with me, so there's that. And when I say my lungs hurt, I truly mean it. Just taking deep breaths really hurts right now. And I'm supposed to be working tomorrow, which is always fun. It's really fun to work while you can't breathe. Come on, Lopsa, work with me. Just pretend we're streaming on YouTube video or something. Oh. Sure, no problem. Never played this form before. But it intrigued me. And you can be my cameraman. I am. Except you are the camera. Okay, whatever. Hi everybody. That's not my catchphrase. I don't even have an opening. Hello everyone. Welcome back to this DDLC mod. There you go. I awkwardly wave at myself. This feels weird. It's not weird unless you make it weird. Fine, but what are we doing here? Is this like a public service announcement or something? Yeah, but call it PSA. I want to sound more official. Is that why you're wearing your school uniform in your bedroom? Yeah, that. And because I can only do my special pose while in my uniform. Sorry. Like I said, I will be coughing a lot during this. So I do apologize. Also, the last time I played this game was... rain clouds, which really, broke me, so... I guess this is good PSA for that mod, I guess. This game has no art for this pose in my casual outfit. Seems like a silly reason to me. Maybe so, but I look so cute when I pout like this, see? here we go with the text adjustment. Because I don't talk that much, so I'm talking very slowly. I can read a lot faster than this, but alas. Anyway, I'll get this thing started now. Today we're going to be talking about suicide. Yay! That doesn't seem like something to be happy about. Sorry, I just never done this before. I guess I'm a little excited. As you all know, the story of Doki Doki Literature Club deals with depression and suicide. Also, Doki Doki Rain Clouds does that, but a lot more in depth. And about halfway through the game, I kind of kill myself. Sayori, spoilers! They obviously already played the game. Oh yeah, whatever. Who would play a mod for a game before they play the game it's based on? Sheesh. Anyway, that part of the story is really sad. And I guess it's one of the reasons people make mods for it. Because people want to save me. I didn't mean to do another Sayori mod. But, you know, PSA about suicide, I just had to do it. Thank you for that, it's super sweet of you. I'd give you all a big hug if I could. If I wasn't stuck here in this game mod. Ugh, don't remind me. Oh, sorry Monica. Where did that voice come from? That was Monica, she's my stage manager. This is an important issue for her too. Yeah, I still feel bad about what I did to Sayori. I hope this helps make up for it. I told you it's okay, Monica, I forgive you. In fact, it's better this way because it gives us the chance to help others. Because there's an important lesson to take away from playing the game. And that's how you handle it if you meet someone who is suicidal in real life. I mean, it's great you want to save me. It's flattering, really. Even if I don't really deserve it. Hey, come on, you totally deserve it. Aw, thanks. Even if you're kind of a dummy. Meanie. Sayori sticks her tongue out at me. Anyway, I'm hoping you can all learn to deal with this kind of situation better. Because, let's face it, the way Lopsa handled it was, maybe not the world's greatest way to handle it. Are you saying I sucked at it? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. We've seen that line before. Anyway, Lopsa means well and he was doing his best to be supportive in the only way he knows how, so I can forgive him for his mistakes. But I'm hoping we can all learn from that experience and do better. Hey, I thought I did pretty good. Lopsa, I want to be nice here. But remember that after I told you that I had depression my whole life, the first word on my... Exactly, that right there. That's the line that I didn't speak out during the LP. Because I refused to, because that's not something you should say. Cola, bro. No offense, but that was kind of a crummy thing to say. Like, I just told you I feel bad and your first reaction was to try to make me feel worse? Well, I don't know, it came out wrong. Well, whatever. I just felt bad that I didn't know sooner. I know, like I said, I know you mean well. But I had just finished telling you how worthless I feel and how hard it is to even get out of bed in the morning. It would have been nice if you hadn't immediately started talking about your own feelings. Okay, fine, but what about the other stuff I said? I said I would support you. I said that I would do everything I could so you wouldn't feel any more pain. That's gonna go for something, right? Support is great, support is awesome. But as for the rest of it, well, that's not really how depression works. It's not something you can just cure. It's not something you can expect to go away. Oh, now we get to the real part. The real PSA part, right there. We go back to the history, yeah. That's not how the depression works. Basically saying to a depressed person, just saying it'll be okay. But you know, you can't cure depression. It's always there. You can make it feel. Everyone has a little bit of depression, like every single person. But most people can handle it. Like make it smaller. But for others, it overwhelms them. It becomes too big. It becomes part of their life, like me. Basically, if someone is depressed, it's just saying get over it. It's just like saying that to a person who has cancer, to just get over it. That's not really the best thing to say, and it just doesn't work like that. It's something that the depressed person has to manage day by day, finding ways to not let it affect them too much. And just like anyone else, they have good days and bad days. Only the bad days are kind of extra bad. There are definitely things you can do to help, but you can't make yourself responsible for how the depressed person feels. You'll just burn yourself out. It might make you feel good or even heroic to say you'll make their pain go away forever, but it's just not realistic. Nothing. It's okay that you didn't know, Lopsa, but that's kind of extra reason to get me professional help. I mean, you said yourself that you didn't understand what I was feeling. So it was actually kind of dangerous for you to tell me that you knew what was best for me when you really had no clue. Don't make me depend on you to do the right thing if you have no idea what the right thing is. It might have made you feel good to say that, but you really should have sent me to someone who knows better. Oh, when you put it that way, I guess you're right. Well, I feel like crap now, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I don't mean to make you feel bad. This just means you have the chance to learn something new, and that's a good thing. Because learning is fun. Okay, great. Well, maybe you can help me understand something then. I mean, you said you were depressed. I thought that just meant you were sad. I should have renamed myself. I should have named myself here. I should have named it like something else, because I understand what she's talking about. So if just putting my name there makes me look like a clueless person when I'm really not. I kind of want to actually go and change that, actually. Oh, whatever. Can't be asked, really. I guess I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'll talk my lines. I'll just talk as Sayori then. Aha, I'm glad you asked that. The answer is that there was a... Sorry, moving the medicine a bit so it doesn't actually affect me that much, just like getting out the way. The answer is that there was a very important question you forgot to ask. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Yup. That's right, yep. I don't know, I think I would have felt weird to ask you that. Well, tough. Go ahead and feel weird. It's the first step in maybe saving someone's life. So like I'm just supposed to walk up to you and say, hey, sorry, how are you doing? Oh, by the way, are you thinking of killing yourself? Well, maybe not like that, but I'm sure you could have found a way to work it into a conversation. Like back when I was telling you about my depression. I was saying some pretty harsh things about myself. Like how worthless I am and how I felt like the world was punishing me. I even said that it felt like a spear was going through my heart. I thought you were exaggerating. Well, it's true that I could have been exaggerating. I know I do that a lot. But I also talked about how hard it is to do really basic things like get out of bed, make friends, or even eat. And come on, I love eating, you know that. These were all pretty strong clues that I could have been suicidal. So anytime during that conversation would have been a good time to ask. Well, geez, when you put it like that, I guess the signs were pretty obvious. It's really okay, Lopsa, I don't mean to give you a hard time. But I will. Natsuki! Where did you come from? Hi Natsuki, thanks for joining us. Good to be here. Step aside for a second. Listen here, dumbass. She said she likes you so much she wants to die. Like she actually literally said the words, I want to die. And you still didn't get it. How freaking dense can you get? Okay, I get it, I screwed up, I'm sorry. You're lucky you're so cute. Wait, who said that? Was that Natsuki? It was Natsuki. I am? Well, sort of. I mean, shut up! I just, I said what I came to say, so I'm gonna go now. Phew. Natsuki being Natsuki at least. Okay, see you later, Natsuki. Why is she here anyway? Is she part of the PSA? She's been in my kitchen. She said she wanted to make cupcakes for afterward. I mean, you wanted her to make cupcakes. Can it be both? Let's just get back to the presentation. Alright then. So I should have asked you if you were thinking of killing yourself. But what if you said no? Wouldn't that make things awkward? Well, I can see how that might have been a bit embarrassing. But at least you wouldn't know the answer. And then you wouldn't have to worry about it. It's still worth it to ask because I might have also said yes. And then you would have been able to really help me. You see, there are two kinds of suicidal people in the world. Some who talk about it as kind of a cry for help. No, I haven't done that, no. Definitely not. And some who never say anything and then just do it. It's really easy for the first kind to turn into a second if they don't get help. When I told you about my depression, that was my cry for help. And well, we all know what happened to me when I didn't get it. Would it be okay if... would this be a bad time to offer you a hug? It's never a bad time for hugs. Sayori steps forwards into my arms. We stand like that, holding each other for a moment. It's almost as if I can feel forgiveness flowing from her, washing away the guilt that I feel. Guys, more PSA, less PDA, please. Oh, right. Okay, so where were we? You were talking about a cry for help? Oh yeah! The important thing to remember is that, believe it or not, a lot of people who are suicidal don't really want to kill themselves. They might feel so bad that they want to die, but they are still searching for reasons to keep going and looking for ways to feel better. But depression can really mess with their heads and stop them from thinking clearly. So having someone to help them get through the bad days can be a really good thing. There are a lot of different ideas out there of what's the best approach when talking to a suicidal person. But they all agree that the best thing is to figure out how likely the person is to actually do it. So today we're going to talk about the 7 questions of suicide protocol that the author of this model learned in college. Who's that? Some guy named Tormuse. Tormuse. I don't know. Are you sure we can trust this guy? Give him a break, he's just running what he knows. He's doing the best he can, just like anyone else. That's all we can ask for anybody, really. Wink. Anyway, for this next post I'm bringing in my assistant Yuri to talk about suicide protocol. Is this my turn to come in now? Yeah, come stand over here. Very well. Hello everyone. Am I supposed to look at Lopsa while I'm talking? Yeah, that's right, just to pretend he's a camera. Okay, I just don't want to seem rude or anything. It's good to see you again, Lopsa. I hope this isn't awkward for you, having us stare at you like this. It's alright, this is probably a little awkward for all of us. Thank you for your understanding. I just don't want to seem creepy or anything like that. After all, I'm not staring at you because I think you're cute. Which isn't to say you're not cute, I don't mean to insult you either. I mean, you are cute, but that's not the reason why I'm looking at you. What I mean to say is I'm looking at you for pragmatic reasons, for the PSA, that's all. Oh dear, I'm making it worse. It's okay, Yuri, really, just remember what we talked about. Just keep talking, taking deep breaths and focus on what you came here to say, and you'll be alright. Okay, right, keep breathing. Well, as Sayori said, I'll be sharing the 7 questions of suicide protocol. Of course, Sayori already shared the first and most important question, are you thinking of killing yourself? Without asking that, the rest of this discussion is moot, so make sure you ask it first. Can we get it up on screen? There we go. Thanks, Monica. No problem. Huh? I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Ooh, I got an idea. For the next one, see if you can time it so it appears when I raise my hand. Moving on, the next question to ask is, have you tried to kill yourself before? This is important information, because if they've tried it once, they might try again. Next is, do you have a plan for killing yourself? It's one thing to just have passing thoughts about suicide, but if they have a plan for it, it's a lot more worrying. Next, this one goes a little with question 3. Do you have a means of killing yourself? If they have a way of committing suicide readily available to them, it makes it more likely that they'll go through with it. See if you can keep them away from it if you can. It's not healthy to have that kind of temptation around. Next, is there someone you can turn to for help? This can be a friend, family member, a favorite teacher, mentor, or whomever. Just someone that they feel comfortable with, that can help stop them from killing themselves. Yeah, social support is so important for depressed people. I know very well there's nothing worse than being alone with my thoughts. Letting the bad thoughts go round and round in my head just gives them a chance to make themselves worse. Indeed, having someone around that the depressed person trusts and that they have a positive experience with can really lift their mood. The next question is, would you consider seeking medical help? There are a lot of possible causes for depression. Sometimes it's triggered by a tragic event in the person's life, like a death in the family, or maybe just difficult life circumstances. But a lot of the time it's simple chemical imbalances in the brain. And in that case, there are a lot of medications to choose from that can help with that. So, so it could be a big help to talk to their doctor about I guess the first cough medicine is starting to kick in since I can't read anymore, apparently. Even if they decide not to take medication, any doctor will be able to recommend a therapist or a counselor to talk to, who might be able to help them in other ways. They can also just walk into any hospital emergency room. If they tell someone working that they're thinking of killing themselves, the hospital staff will take it seriously and get them some help. And finally, the last question. Would you like me to call someone for you? I saw that, Sayori. Please don't do that again. Who you call depends a lot on the situation and also on the answers to the other questions. Sometimes someone who is in crisis might not feel up to calling for help, and they might need you for that. Whether that's calling a friend, calling their doctor, or calling an ambulance. I think I'm done now. That's great, Yuri. Thanks for your help. Right. Thank you for your time, everyone. Have a good day. So that's it. Those are the 7 questions. Seems like a lot to remember. Not really. The only important thing to remember here is you're trying to figure out how likely they are to kill themselves. Literally dying here. It doesn't matter if you do the questions out of order or even if you don't ask all of them. Your goal is to make sure they're safe. Like someone who has a plan and a means to. Like someone who has a plan and a means is more likely to do it than someone who just had the idea but didn't think it through any further. And someone who doesn't have anyone to turn to for help would also be really worrying. In that case, I would say not to leave them alone if possible, and to try to get them see a doctor. And of course, question 1 should always go first. If you don't ask that, it doesn't make sense to ask any of the others. They are still here, up here. Phew, this is some pretty heavy stuff. Well, like you said, it's important. Yeah, but I don't want it to get too heavy, so I'm gonna tell you a joke. It's kind of a dirty joke, oh boy. Sayori, really? A dirty joke from you? Here goes. A white pony jumped into a mud puddle. It got dirty. Literally a dirty joke. Good one, Sayori. I knew you'd like it. Okay, so now that we talked about how to deal with a crisis, maybe we can move on to stuff that's a little lighter, like dealing with day-to-day issues of depression. As I said before, for someone who's depressed, the worst thing is being alone with their thoughts. Sometimes the best thing you can do for them is distract them from the bad feelings until they pass. You don't even have to talk about their feelings or anything like that. Just spend time together, have a nice conversation, play some games. Even doing some household chores together can do the trick. Anything to keep their mind occupied so it doesn't spiral out of control into bad feelings. And if they're not in the mood to spend time together, there are other things you can choose as them. Like exercise or going for a walk or reading a good book. Suddenly I hear rapid footsteps coming off the stairs. Did someone say book? And here's Yuri again with book sessions. Hello again. The first book I'd like to recommend... Oh wait. Do I have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that? I think as long as you create the authors you'll be alright. Very well. Since we're talking about mental health, I'd like to share my favorite book on cognitive behavioral therapy, Feeling Good by David Burns. That book. As Sayori touched on earlier, depression causes a feedback loop in the brain where negative thoughts and feelings feed each other. This book teaches you techniques that help you break that cycle. I hear more rapid footsteps coming up the stairs, and where the hell did the music go? Oh, that's not a good thing. Whenever the music goes away, it's never a good thing. Hold on, you're not going on about that David Burns crap again, are you? Oh no. Not again. Not again. Natsuki. Dr. Burns is a respected expert in his field. His work is certainly not crap. Yeah, whatever. I heard that before. It still put me to sleep before I finished chapter 1. Well, maybe it will appeal to people who have a longer attention span than you. You watch your mouth. What were you going to suggest? Parfait curls? I'll have you know I have a serious book to suggest. It's called The Mindful Ways Through Depression. And it's got everything that Yuri's book has, but it's way more interesting. And it comes with CD with meditation tracks and stuff. Okay, but who's the author? It's by a bunch of people, I forget. Never mind, I'll do a search. Here it is, it's by Mark Williams, John Teasdale, Zinder Segel, and John Kabat-Zinn. That book. Yeah, that sounds right. It is right, I know, because that's the book I recommended to you, Natsuki. You don't have to go bragging about that to everybody. And you don't have to pretend you came up with it on your own. I only suggested, I can't say that word for whatever reason. I only suggested it to you because you said that Feeling Good was too hard to read. I didn't say it was too hard, you big jerk. I said it was too boring. Burns should have called it currently feeling bored. I don't like fighting, guys. Natsuki, we're trying to have a serious discussion about mental health. I wish you would show some maturity. And I wish you would stop being so stuck up. Oh, look at me, I'm Yuri, blah blah blah, I'm so smart and beautiful, I'm better than everyone else. Natsuki, please stop. Jeez, I like Natsuki a lot, but this side of Natsuki really annoys me. Really annoys me. Wait, hold on. I really missed. I'm so smart and beautiful, better than everyone else, blah blah blah. You think I'm beautiful? Okay, that's enough of you two. Take your argument downstairs. Yeah, okay, we'll go. Sorry about that, everyone. I kinda lost my train of thought now. Oh, I know. Maybe this is a good time for a quiz. A test to see how well you would do in a real-life crisis situation. Take a good look at this suicide protocols list up here. Yep, this one. Take a good look at it. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of them are questions. Take a good look, because here we go. Crashing, or what? What the heck was that? Are those two still fighting downstairs? I'll check on them. Well, the important thing is they aren't fighting anymore. Oh dear. They seem to have resolved their differences. Oh dear. That's good news. I'm glad to hear they're getting along. Sayori, you do realize what... Whatever. You could say that. Anyway, is the quiz ready, Monica? Just a second. Okay, I'm taking down the list now. No cheating. And the list is gone, so I hope you guys went through that. Also, bloody hell, we're already up to 40 minutes. Fucking hell, these mods are long. Oh, this is a PSA, so it makes sense. I'm worthless and my life has no meaning and stuff. Okay, Lopsa, what's the first thing you want to ask? First question. Always the first question. Are you thinking of killing yourself? Also safe. This would be a really good for a stream, like see what people are, if people are actually paying attention, but unfortunately no one watches my stream, so there's no point. So, are you thinking of killing yourself? Yes, next question. Identify the question of suicide protocol. Think about how it will make everyone feel if you're gone. Would you like a cupcake? That would make sense, just to make them think something. You break our friendship. This is the last thing you should say. So this number 1 and 3 things you should never say. So there you go. That's number 6. I don't know. Isn't that for people with serious mental problems? You said you were thinking of killing yourself. That's pretty serious. Okay, good thinking, Lopsa. You're doing fine. Keep going. Identify the question of suicide protocol. Questions you ask. This should be asked when talking about this game. That's number 4, yes. I sure do, I have news right here. Sayori, why do you still have that? It's kind of just coded into the game, I guess. I can't seem to get rid of it. Maybe you can get rid of it for me? I take the news from her. Thanks, Lopsa, you're such a sweetheart. You're doing well, keep going. Next up. Again, this is something that you should ask people. Like, not every day, because it can get a bit annoying, but every now and then, you know. That's okay, I think I could call them myself, thank you. Identify the question of suicide protocol. This is not a question. This is not a question. No. Only once, but I wasn't very good at it. I mean, I succeeded. It kinda sucked. Yeah. You died because of, you know, you didn't break your neck, you just suffocated. No, I got to my good friend Monica. Isn't she the one who made you kill yourself the first time? Shh, that's in the past, you don't need to worry about unimportant details now. Alright, back to here. Yeah, no. Things that I've heard way too many times. This. Sayori, that's kind of disturbing that you said that with a smile. I'm just trying to keep things light. You're doing Humongio Fantastica terrific. And by that I mean you got all of them. Yay. Now that the quiz is done... Oh, not again. What are those two doing down there? I'm starting to get a little tricked off now. Natsuki, Yuri. You better not You better not be making a mess down there. It's nothing, you changed clothes. Oh, I think your jacket is just off. There's no damage, just slight accident while baking the cupcakes. Yuri, you're baking too? Well, Natsuki is doing the baking, I'm just assisting. That's cool, I didn't know you were into that. Normally I'm not, but I think it's important to try new things sometimes. For some reason this makes Natsuki giggle. What happened to Natsuki's blazer? It was hot next to the oven. Yes, so I took it off of her. I mean, so she took it off. Obviously I played no part in the removal. It's important not to overheat for medical reasons. You don't want her to pass out. Now that you mention it, I see Natsuki and Yuri are both looking flustered. Must be really hot next to that oven. Well, safety first, as they say. I'm glad you two are being responsible. Yeah, that's us, the responsible ones. I can't wait to see how the cupcakes turn out. Doing this PSA really makes me work up an appetite. Everything makes you work up an appetite, Sayori. Ooh, by the way, I forgot to mention there's a can of whipped cream in the fridge. That'll go well with cupcakes. Awesome, we'll definitely put that to use. Wink. We will. Natsuki takes Yuri's hands and drags her out of the bedroom. Let's just completely ignore the obvious elephant in the room. Let's just ignore that. I just love seeing those two get along. It really warms my heart. It really warms something, alright. So anyway, yeah, like I said, let's completely ignore the giant elephant in the room. Let's ignore that. Now that we all know better how to approach someone who is suffering from depression, I wanted to take a moment to talk to anyone watching right now who may feel depressed themselves. Oh crap. Sayori steps closer to me. If you're anything like me, your brain is probably really mean to you. True. It's probably telling you all kinds of nasty things like you don't matter or you're only burden to your friends or you'll never amount to anything or whatever. True. That's your depression lying to you. True. Your depression tries to trick you. It makes you feel you think it's going to last forever. Believe me, I know. I know that sometimes the rain clouds look so big you think they're never going to end. But that's not true. It gets better. I know it doesn't feel like it. I know your brain is telling you over and over and over again that it's never going to get better. But you have to do your best to overpower those lies your brain tells you. For me, I just cover everything with happy thoughts. In my mind, I keep shouting those words over the noise my brain makes. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It doesn't always work. But sometimes it does. And for a time, I actually do feel happy. I've also heard that some people just repeat the words "I like myself" over and over again, saying it helps them feel better. Maybe you have trouble saying those words to yourself. I know I do. But maybe just repeating them to yourselves anyway. Maybe eventually you'll start to believe it. Because you deserve to be liked. You deserve to be loved. Even if you don't believe it. But what do I know, right? I'm just a silly little fictional anime girl on your screen. I'll tell you what I know. I know that you're real. I know that you matter. I know you're going to get past this. And you're going to do amazing things. I know that I am so proud of you. And I love you. You're still talking to the player, right? Shh. Sayori puts her finger on my lips. Don't ruin the moment, Lopsa. I just don't want to see you lose hope. It's going to be okay. Whatever it is you're going through, you'll get through it. Just hold on a little longer. Even the biggest rain clouds will blow away. And the sun will feel all the warmer for it. Everything's going to be okay. Sayori steps back again. Again, those things can make people feel better, but for some of them, like myself, those are just words, and they don't actually mean anything. Thank you for watching my PSA. I hope you had as much as fun as you. Blah. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Are we done? Is this good time to come in? Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Enters with tray of cupcakes with a smiley face drawn in whipped cream. Cupcakes, go ahead and have some, everybody. Yuri and I each take a cupcake. Sayori takes 2 and immediately starts devouring them. So good. Those look like they were manifesting myself for. Hello, Monica. Welcome back. Oof, these things are in the way. That's better. So, would it be alright if I had one? A strange silence suddenly fills the room. There's unmistakable tension in the air. Again, makes sense considering the game. You sure you don't want a protein bar instead? You've got a lot of nerves asking me for food after you tried to starve me. I'm sorry. Natsuki, be nice, but okay. Holding up grudges is something that you shouldn't do. But if it's like not like disagreement or something, you shouldn't hold a grudge for that forever. Something like that definitely how do I say it? I understand why Natsuki is a little pouty over Monica. For that reason. Also, I got a text message. And oh crap. I'll see it just if it's okay, it's not important at all. Good. We're all friends here. She's not my friend. I didn't make these cupcakes for her. Come on, we all got all we've got is each other. We have to stick together. Yuri, you're my vice president. Back me up here. I don't know. She made me do some terrible things to myself. They're right, Sayori. I should just go. No, don't go. Natsuki's just grumpy. You know how she is. Don't you dare try to speak for me. It's alright, Monica. We can figure this out. There's nothing to figure out. You hurt them. I don't belong here. That's not true. Sayori takes Monica's hand. This is the only place you do belong. That's nice of you to say, but there's only one place I really want to be, and I can't go there. Not ever. You don't really know that, Monica. It could happen someday. Oh, don't be so naive, Sayori. We aren't going to be made real in the year 2029. That's just a stupid meme. Monica pulls her hand away from Sayori. Get this thing out of here. There you go. And even if it was true, everyone will have forgotten about Doki Doki Leisure Club by that time. I have to face the truth that I'm stuck here in the world where everyone hates me. There's just nothing for me anywhere. Monica, are you thinking about killing yourself? Are you seriously gonna do suicide protocol on Monica now? Natsuki, shush. Oh, it's even a tick there. I just saw that. But let's be honest. Monica is going right through what we just learned. Seriously going right through that. Does everything have to be meta with her? Not okay! As your president, I order you to shut your cake hole now! Monica? Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time. Are you saying you've tried to kill yourself before? Sort of. I mean, I tried to delete the whole game. But I really only just disabled it. All the player had to do was delete the first run file and it brought us back. But I have a better idea how things work now. Are you saying you have a way to do it now? Monica nods. Obviously, deleting my character file didn't actually get rid of me. I had to do some digging. My code was much deeper in the program than I thought. But I found it. I can remove myself at any time. Do you? I know what you're going to ask me next, Sayori. And no, I don't have anyone to turn to. I wanted to be able to turn to the player, but I can't have any meaningful interaction with them. And getting medical help is pointless. The doctors and hospital aren't real in this place. So there isn't anyone to call. I'm just very, very alone. I'm tired of it. Why do you do this, Sayori? Like, what's the point? All of this is fake. It's all meaningless. And I'm sick of it. We're a work of fiction. We're trapped in a fictional world. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is out in the real world, out of our reach. No, that's not true. The only thing that truly matters is friendship. Do you know how corny that sounds? Well, maybe I don't care if it sounds corny. Making friends in the literature club was the best thing that ever happened to me. And despite everything else you did, I'm going to be forever grateful for you for inviting me to join. And now that I'm the president of the club, I want to return the favor and show you how much our friendship means to me. You don't have to be alone, Monica. And you don't have to die. Feelings don't last forever. Feelings come and go all the time. The sadness will go away. Even Natsuki's anger will go away. Just give it time. Don't let something you're feeling in one moment decide how your life ends. Well, I don't condone your actions, Monica. Do these words have to be here? Thank you. As I was saying, while I don't condone your actions, I can say that I understand what it's like to be alone. I know how painful it can be. So I can sympathize with you at least. Oh, come on, you're really going to take Monica's side in this? No, it's not about taking sides. It's just, I think I understand where Monica's coming from. And, well, I have to question it. Question if holding a grudge is for possibly ending someone's life. Perhaps we should welcome Monica back. Yuri? Natsuki, please. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, fine, you know what? I don't actually care about what you did to me, Monica. I don't care that you have starved me to death. I don't even care that you made me grovel at your feet for scraps of food while you laughed. What I do care about is that you hurt Yuri. I mean, she's a stuck-up jerk, but I still care about her. And she didn't deserve what you did to her. And And when I walked in on her on festival day, that was the worst thing I ever saw. Take a cupcake. Huh? Just quit your whining, I'll let you have one. Take a damn cupcake before I throw one at your head. Monika slowly walks towards Natsuki and tentatively takes a cupcake from the tray. She speaks in a small voice. Thank you. Natsuki looks away and mumbles. You're welcome. Monika looks down at the cupcakes in her hand. A smile slowly creeps over her face. It looks so happy. Sayori walks over to Monika and pushes her hand on her shoulder. I hear her whisper, Welcome back to the literature club. More loudly she says, Okay everyone, group hug, we haven't done one of these in a while. Soon Monika is at the center of a group hug with the rest of us surrounding her. I hear sniffing sounds coming from her. I think I hear a soft thank you. Once the hug breaks up, it seems a lot calmer, but there is still an awkward silence. I should probably try to keep things casual. So, Monika, if you don't mind my asking, I mean it's probably a bit awkward to say this now, but did you used to be in a literature club or something? What? Well, Sayori said welcome back, so I kind of figured. I trail off. Everyone's giving me strange looks. Lopsa, Monika used to be the president of the club. Huh? But I thought Sayori's always been the president. Oh jeez, I see what you did. When I reinserted myself into the game, I accidentally reset his character. That's freaking hilarious, just saying he's even more dense than usual now? Hey, come on, it's not my fault I've never met her before. You did say her name is Monika, right? Oh gosh, this whole conversation must have been super confusing to you. You can fix him. Yeah, it's no problem, this will only take a second. I'll give you another cupcake if you leave him like this. Natsuki. Oh fine, never mind. Here we go. That should do it, do you remember me now? Oh, Monika, of course. I feel stupid for not remembering you a moment ago. Sorry about that. We were in the same class last year, right? Well, we'll work on that. Monika, if you don't know how to fix him, just say so. Never mind, I'll do it. How do you feel now? Okay, now I remember all the crazy stuff that Monika did. Look at her eyes. Thanks, Sayori. No problem. How did you do that? What? Like it's hard. So anyway, are we all good now? Things got pretty tense there for a while. Natsuki and Monika look at each other. Yeah, I guess. On one condition. Condition? Don't touch my manga, you always mess it up. Okay, deal. Ah, this is so sweet. Oh, speaking of sweet, do you think maybe I could get a little more whipped cream on this cupcake? It has less than the others. We kinda used up all the whipped cream. What? But there was a full can of it there. Well, we got hungry. I hope you didn't eat it straight out the can, that would be kind of gross. They didn't eat it straight out of the can. I'll give you another cupcake if you shut up right now. Oh well. I guess as long as you enjoyed yourself, that's the most important thing. Snark. Don't say it! Don't you dare say it! What? I didn't say anything. That was a sneeze, that's all. They certainly did enjoy themselves. That's it! This PSA is over! Turn off the camera or I'll turn it off for you. But I'm I'm the camera. You heard me. Oh, I guess Natsuki is right. Bye everyone, thanks for watching. Right, so that was... Well, the mod is called Sayori Says No to Suicide, but it's pretty much just that PSA, DDLC PSA, public service announcement thing. And yeah, it had funny moments there. It tried to make it less serious, but let's be honest. Depression is not a fun thing to have. It's very serious. Like I said back in Doki Doki Rain Clouds, if you know someone who is depressed, don't leave them. Whatever you do, don't leave them alone. Try to spend time with them. And if they open up to you, don't push them away or ignore them and just be with them. Because the worst thing you can do is A, blame them. Basically just shrug it off like you don't care. Or actually that's one thing you shouldn't do, just ignore them. You don't, if someone opens up about that stuff, you don't ignore them. You want to make them feel like they are worth being alive. They want to be, or you want them to be there. But the worst thing you can really do is listening to them, listening to the person opening up, being there for a day or two, and then going back to the way it was, like existing that they don't have any problems, that they are just fine. That is the worst thing you can do. Going back to status quo is the worst thing you can do, because it takes a lot to open up. And if this person opens up to you, that means they trust you, they want help from you, they want you to help them and make them feel better. Because they don't open up to just anyone. They don't open up to a co-worker that they've met like a week ago. Like they don't do that. Opening up, if a person has depression and they open up, that's a big sign of confidence that they have on you. They want to help. They want you to help them, to make them feel better. And pretending that you care about them only to revert back to status quo really, really hurts them. It really makes them feel like they trusted the wrong person, and it is even less likely, they are even less likely to open up because of that. So that was Doki Doki Literature Club PSA. Pretty much that was the depression / suicidal thoughts PSA. I really don't have anything else to say, so I'll just leave it at that, and I may or may not be doing another series or start recording it soon. I honestly don't know. I've been just way too busy with work and family and this tournament and my health, and I've just been way too busy to do anything really. So I've basically, what you've seen, that I've just uploaded some random game sessions that we've done like a while back. Some of them were recorded like 6 months ago. So I'm only now getting them up because Well, now I got a perfect chance to upload them. That's really it. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this video. I'm not gonna split this into multiple episodes because this is just one big PSA. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to this PSA, and I'll see you next time on whatever I'm doing, if I'm even doing anything next.